Welcome to the Elon Musk Signal channel. Starship Flight 4 unfolded smoothly with remarkable achievements from Booster 11 and Ship 29. Immediately after, SpaceX engineers are diligently applying the valuable experiences gained to prepare for the next mission. This includes refurbishing the Thermal Protection System, TPS, on a large scale. Elon Musk predicts the next flight will take place in about a month. So what will Flight 5 need? What significant changes will the achievements of Starship Flight 4 bring to Starship Flight 5? Let's explore this in the video. The success of Starship 4 marks a new milestone in SpaceX's efforts to conquer space. Despite facing unexpected incidents, the spacecraft demonstrated resilience and overcame the most challenging conditions. This is an important stepping stone on the path to sending humans to Mars. Starship 4 has landed successfully, paving the way for bolder experiments. According to CEO Elon Musk, SpaceX may not need significant changes to the booster rocket in Flight 5. Instead, the focus will be on executing an unprecedented rocket catch. However, engineers will need to investigate the causes of engine shutdown during acceleration and engine explosion during landing. Booster 12 is present in Mega Bay 1 since January 23, 2024, awaiting testing. Currently, the launch schedule has not been determined. SpaceX has started removing rocket clamps at the Orbital Launch Mount, OLM. For the spacecraft, the story is different. Although Ship 29 survived re-entry and performed the flip maneuver for deceleration, many issues need to be addressed. Firstly, plasma burned through the sealing layer of the guidance fins and nearly severed one fin. SpaceX needs to reinforce these areas for future flights. Secondly, the heat shield protected the spacecraft, but there are still many flaws to be improved. Due to these issues, the heat shield and underbelly protection of Ship 30 are being completely replaced. The heat shield will be replaced with a new material capable of more effective heat dissipation, possibly already tested on Ship 29. As Elon Musk stated, the heat shields will also be upgraded to a much stronger design. Additionally, Ship 29's flip maneuver deviated several kilometers off target due to damage to the guidance fin. Good news for SpaceX. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has officially responded to the incident investigation for Starship Flight 4. According to the FAA, all flight operations of both Starship and Super Heavy are within the scope of planned and approved activities. This means no need for an incident investigation. SpaceX can proceed directly to Flight 5. However, the question of whether the current license permits rocket catching remains unresolved. Since landing at the launch site is not within the current license, SpaceX may need additional modifications. Overall, preparation for Flight 5 will be noteworthy. This is SpaceX's first attempt at rocket catching and promises a much more impressive re-entry than Flight 4. SpaceX's next orbital launch pad (OLP) construction project is progressing rapidly. The final sections, including the remaining two segments, the chopsticks arm and the transport module, are en route from Florida. Once these parts arrive, SpaceX will only need a quick detach arm for the Starship spacecraft. Currently, SpaceX has a similar part at Roberts Road, where OLP parts are manufactured. However, this arm may need upgrades and may be entirely newly manufactured at the Sanchez site. Furthermore, the progress of the launch pad's foundation has significantly advanced. Pile-cap concrete layer has been poured, and the necessary parts for the stack crane have been transported. Different from the previous two launch pads, instead of using the Liebherr LR-Woven 350 crane, SpaceX will use the DMAG CC-8800-1 crane with superior lifting capacity. The appearance of the giant chopsticks, DMAG CC-8800-1, promises to accelerate the completion of the new orbital launch pad. This is a significant step in SpaceX's ambitious plan to conquer space. A special feature of this new launch pad is the foundation designed with hollow steel columns filled with concrete. This is an alternative solution to the traditional method using reinforced concrete. The Orbital Launch Mount (OLM) will be positioned south of the launch pad, offering a breathtaking view as the rocket is integrated onto this new platform. Just imagine the image of the rocket poised on the launch pad, with the sturdy structure of the steel columns and the expansive vista to the south, promising awe-inspiring moments for observers. Let's wait together. Recall the majestic moments of Starship Flight 4. The significant milestones bring about major changes for Starship Flight 5. At precisely 7:50 a.m. Central Time, Ship 29 and Booster 11 took off. Immediately, Engine 15 of Booster 11 on the outer ring unexpectedly shut down, departure from the two previous flights, where all 33 engines operated smoothly. However, this incident did not affect the rocket's ascent. Booster 11 completed the journey to altitude without any other issues. After a visually stunning staging event, Ship 29 separated flawlessly from Booster 11. Just seconds later, Booster 11 flipped and reignited 10 internal engines to perform the deceleration burn. Unlike the previous flight, all 13 engines were fired at full power before shutdown. Typically, SpaceX would execute this maneuver for the rocket to return to the launch point and be caught by the support stand. But this time, the goal was to land offshore in the Gulf of Mexico, 20 kilometers from the coastline. Immediately after the deceleration burn, SpaceX introduced a new breakthrough, eliminating the upper stage separation ring on Booster 11. This action aimed to reduce weight at the rocket's nose, allowing it to glide more smoothly during return. To support this process, SpaceX installed several pneumatic thrusters to push the separation ring away from the main body. This system operates similarly to the pusher system on the Falcon 9's second stage, assisting in pushing the second stage forward before the Merlin vacuum engine is activated. Next is the engine shutdown process to achieve the planned orbit, meaning Ship 29 followed the planned trajectory accurately. Immediately afterward, Booster 11 would reignite its 13 internal engines to perform the initial braking burn before transitioning to the 3 central engines. However, shortly after ignition, Engine 8 in the inner ring of 10 engines unexpectedly exploded, but the rocket continued to fly. Afterward, Booster 11 made history by becoming the first Super Heavy booster in the Starship program to successfully land in the Gulf of Mexico. After engine shutdown, Booster 11 tilted to one side and sank to the seabed. While Ship 29 was flying freely, the camera signal encountered a glitch but was fortunately fixed in time before re-entry. After this phase, the spacecraft reoriented to nosedive back to Earth with a high angle of attack, similar to the space shuttles of yesteryears. Like the previous Ship 28, Ship 29 began to glow due to plasma, the fourth state of matter formed by superheating the air due to friction. This tremendous heat turns air molecules into electrically charged particles surrounding the spacecraft like an energy shield. During the atmospheric re-entry, plasma layer, the fourth state of matter, continued to envelop Starship 4. This is the first time images of atmospheric re-entry with plasma phenomena have been directly recorded from external cameras. The spacecraft has passed the hottest phase, completing one of the most important objectives of the flight. Although the forward right-hand navigation flap of Starship 4 was severely damaged, the lower control cluster was completely melted by plasma, and a significant portion of the flap was eroded. Starship 4 still continued to fly and safely completed the atmospheric re-entry process. Moreover, the spacecraft successfully performed the flip maneuver and deceleration burn, the first time since the SN-15 prototype over 3 years ago. Starship 4 landed in the sea and tilted to one side, still maintained its overall structure. The rehearsal was successful, with the spacecraft landing on the ocean and remaining intact. From now until Flight 5, which is probably not far off as predicted, we will keep you updated with more hot information. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for continuous updates on interesting information. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.